Hello, what's up? It's me again. So I decided, that since today is the last day of 2016, I would do my questions and answers. That whole gig I had going on. I mentioned in my last video that I wanted to do one of those because I'm coming up on 400,000 subscribers. And that's really interesting and great. That's like crazy. So yeah, I figured why not do this. And I guarantee you that my theories, my opinions, my outlooks on everything, even my explanations on things and everything of the above is going to change within the next year. So I can answer some questions now and then can leave it in this year. And then whatever I learn in the coming year is, whatever happens. So as I was saying, my opinions and, outlooks on life are probably going to be completely different from here on out. So why not do the questions and answers? I printed out a bunch and I'm just going to answer them and see how much time I can cover. And yes, I really hope that you enjoy. I really do. And I hope that you have an amazing 2017. Okay, so my first question says, it's from Natalie W. And she said, I don't understand what is wrong with your knees. Is it okay to ask what's wrong with them? Yes, it is perfectly okay to ask what's wrong with them. It's me. It's not them, it's me. But yes, I don't know how to stop doing physical things and with the body I have, because I can't do anything without hurting myself. So the first 2 times I injured my knees, I guess I kind of had an excuse because I was in gymnastics and I was doing a double full each time. The first time was on the floor. I was at a high school gymnastics meet. That sucked, and it sucked so bad because I had finally convinced my regular coach to let me do high school gymnastics, and then I do something stupid like that. And I busted my first knee, which is my right knee, and I tore my ACL. I just popped it, And then the second time, I was at my regular gymnastics with my coach, and he was like, go do double fulls on tramp, and I was like, oh crap. And this was, I'm not kidding you, the first time I went back to going to do double fulls. This was the first time I tried it since I busted my knee last time. So I was like, I'm recovered, I'm strong, I'm invincible, I got this. So I get onto the trampoline and I go and ding, 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 I blow out my other knee. And I'm wearing my brace for the knee I just fixed, and then I blow out my other knee and I tore my ACL and my meniscus. I forget what else they did. So then they had to fix that. And then Kayla decides, hey Sarah, do you want to come over to the gym with me? Because that's where she works now and we did gymnastics together. She's like, do you want to come over to the gym with me? I gotta set up for the Halloween party. I was like, sure, why not? Oh, I walk in, what do I notice? Oh, a new trampoline. Wow, what do I have to do? Get on the trampoline. Did I not have 2 prior knee surgeries? And keep in mind, this was after I broke my pelvis. So my pelvis, no, Sarah, no trampolines, but I didn't even think about my pelvis at all. Okay. And so I'm like, yo, okay, you do that. I just gotta do something real quick. So I'm freaking jumping on the trampoline, jumping, being a fool. And then I have the trampoline right here, and there's a big mat right here. Okay, here's the mat. And then here's the trampoline, and I'm here. And I'm like, oh, I'm going to jump from here onto here and then do a trick. So I'm going to go, whoa, get a big bounce, and then go, ra-da-da, and then land. So in the process, I go down, boom, and bust my knee. And I'm like, yep, pop, just like that. And so I knew right away what it was because I've already experienced that sensation twice in my life. And yep, it wasn't as painful. The first time I screamed really, really loud. Second time, I was scared because I knew exactly what I did and my coach was going to be pissed. So I was like, crap, it didn't happen. I was in denial at that moment. It happened right then and there. So then that lasted all the way over until this accident right now. And then when this happened, I knew exactly what I did. And I was like, Kayla, Kayla. And she's like, overdoing what we're supposed to be doing. And I'm like, dude, I busted my knee. Like, I hurt my knee again. And I knew I did. So yeah, I think I'm in Cirque du Soleil, you know? So I just love to do that. But, so this is my last one. I ruptured my graft. They already did, because they did a hamstring graft. So, except this time they had to go into both legs because they had to cut open my left leg to get some of my hamstring out to fix my right one. Yeah, so then they did that. My meniscus on the right side they took out, and then my meniscus on the left side, like the inner side, they just stitched up because they tore both of them. Oh god. And yeah, here I am. Hey. Yeah. Bree says, how old is she? I am 20 years old. Meg Hope says, how tall are you? I am 5'1". 5'1", yeah. Julia said, how do you stay so strong and motivated, like you still have the energy to do makeup tutorials and read books and talk positive with a good mindset? Like, seriously, I don't know if I would be able to be that strong, you know, even though life forces you. You know, how I stay strong and motivated is I just realized that why would I just sit around and do nothing, you know what I mean? Like, kind of, oh, I'm so sad, so I'm just gonna like lay down and sleep. And I know I'm not making fun of anybody, because I've been depressed, I've been there, that was, you know, that was me. And I'm not even saying like, and I'm not even acting like I'm not like that anymore, or that I'm so happy and everything's so perfect and I have such a positive mindset. Because like, I'll be honest, like, just because I talk about positivity doesn't necessarily mean that like my mindset is completely and 100% positive. Like, I'm not that experienced in that, like, you know, far off in life to actually have a stable mindset. Like, look at me. And so I don't know, it's just, I just understand that life is short because I almost died. I understand life is short because I see so many people around me passing away, and the people I care about me have passed away. And I see how quickly just things can just zap you out of this universe. And I want to experience it to my fullest, and I want to actually learn like about what I'm in. I don't want to learn about all of this like extra stuff going on. Sorry, I'm like being extra right now. I just keep in mind that this is my experience right now. I'm never going to experience life with the perceptions I have, with the eyes I have, with the mind I have, with the body I have, with the soul I have, with the spirit I will evolve into. I'm doing my best to not be philosophical today. Lord help me. Then people are gonna get upset that I just said that too. Anyway, yeah, I just stay motivated because, you know, I have to. Like, I don't know. I don't even like think of it that way. Like, I really don't. I don't think of it like, oh, I have to stay motivated. I have to do this anymore. I just wake up and I wanna continue doing what I was doing. Like, you know, because what I do and what I spend my time doing isn't boring. The things I'm reading are so interesting to me that, like, I don't care if I fall asleep and wake up, fall asleep, wake up, reading the same type of information again, because, like, I'm just learning and retaining and processing cool stuff. Like, sorry, God, I need to be quiet. But yeah, I mean, and I love makeup, so that's not really something else that I have to force myself to do. I just love doing that. It's fun to me. I get my little world and I get to, like, paint myself into whatever, whoever, whenever I want to be. Yeah, anyway. Okay, sorry. So, Wafa. Sorry if I'm, like, not saying these right, or if I kind of just, none of these are really your names and I was just, you know what I'm going through right now, okay? Anyway, Wafa says, if you could travel to only one place for the rest of your life, where would it be and why? Goodness gracious. Well, part of me wants to be in warmth, because I love being warm. I don't like, snow is absolutely beautiful, but I do not like the sensation of being cold. I love just being warm and content and comfortable. I like just to feel like, you know, my muscles are relaxed when I'm not cold. When I'm cold, I'm like, ooh, and everything's just tense, and I'm like, ah. But, you know, when I'm warm, I'm just chill. Sorry. I'm just chilled, you know, and so I would want to be somewhere that's warm. I love the ocean because it's so beautiful, so I would want to be by the ocean. But, dude, I would, like, love to stay here for the rest of my life. I know that's weird, but, like, my mom and I grew up here. Like, She didn't, but you know, I did. She grew me here. I'm just kidding. She grew me in a petri dish out there. No, I'm just kidding. Anyway, yeah. God, stick to the questions that were asked. I don't know where I would go for the rest of my life. I haven't traveled enough and experienced enough places to know or decide yet. I'm sorry. Crap. Okay, Jame Tomo said, my question is, have you got that one book that you always go back to because it gives good advice, or is it just that one thing that pulls you back to it, and why do you go back to it? So I have actually a journal that I have where I take notes of everything that I read or research or discover, etc. And I just list it all down, and I quote. I use quotes. I use people's quotes. I use people quoting people's quotes, and and I just jot everything important that I went down. So if I ever want to remember anything, I know it's there. So if I'm like, oh my god, what did I read that other day that was so important, I know it is bound to be in that little journal. So I just go back to that, and that's my main reason why, is because it's like all these little snippets from books that I've, you know, been reading, articles I read, anything. I can list down what I'm reading. Guys, I'm trying to help you out. You should try this too. I don't know. I just think you should. It'd be cool. And so yeah, I just have like a little journal that I always go back to. Devin Green, what is one conspiracy theory that you believe? Oh my god, I have so... They're not really conspiracy theories though, I'm just kidding. Okay, that's one conspiracy theory that I believe in. I believe in the conspiracy that the conspiracy theories that are out there are really like the truth and what's really happened, and it's just people saying it's a conspiracy, and oh, that's I don't know how to explain it, but you know that conspiracy, dang it, it's just that one. It's the one that says that all the conspiracies are really true, and they're not really conspiracies. It's the actual truth, and they just want you to believe that they're conspiracies when really that's exactly what's happening. Okay, dang it, that's one conspiracy I believe in. My cat's like trying to get out, but he's not allowed. So Georgia Kingsley, Georgia Kingsley. If you could keep 3 books and had to get rid of, okay, if you could only have, if I could only have reading lessons. No, I told you, you're not allowed to go. It's not even time to eat or anything, so you have no reason. Anyway, if you could only keep 3 books and had to get rid of the rest, God forbid, because I love books, which 3 would you choose to keep and why? I would choose to keep The House of Leaves, just because that book drives me mad crazy and it's really, really interesting. What else? What other books would I keep? I mean, out of the books that I've read right now, I don't know, I'm in about the middle of a million, but I would for sure want that House of Leaves. The Wind-Up Bird Chronicle, and I would keep the Wind-Up Bird Chronicle because it kind of like talks you through if you start going insane or losing your mind or find yourself like stuck in a well or things like that. You'll know how to survive, or you'll know what's happening, or I feel like it's kind of just, it's a very interesting book. That's what I'll say, okay? That's why I would keep it. That's my other book. Shh, just for a second. And then, you know, like if I had a better memory of like all the books that I've read, it would be great. That's why I say I have that one little journal that I keep everything in. I should have like read these and then thought about what I was doing. Sorry. Okay. Jean Perry Durant says, what are your tips for eradicating, I'm sure just like getting rid of acne? I don't really have any tips yet. I haven't found a cure yet. A lot of people in my last video were like, oh my god, how'd you clear your acne? How'd you clear your acne? And I was like, I haven't. And so, I mean, I'm still breaking out. Like, I have 2 new ones right here. I swear, like, one's coming in right down here. Somewhere, you know, wherever they want to. their life. Choose what they want to do. But one thing that I have noticed is the less I put on my face, the better. And I know people are like, then don't cake on the makeup. I don't. Like, I literally record makeup tutorials and that's it. And then you'll wipe it off. Just wipe it off. But honestly, I've noticed, and I feel like the last time I put moisturizer on was when these two popped up. But you know, I'm also a little stressed. And I'm also like, yeah. I'm sure other things might be making, So anyway, yeah, I haven't really found anything, but one thing I have noticed is like I just use a very gentle skin cleanser, okay? That's it. And just don't touch your face, don't pop your pimples, leave it alone. If you are under stress, fix it. If you have hormones going crazy, fix it and get on medication. That would help that. And I say that as in like I started hormonal birth control to help my acne and it's helped. With the cystic acne, okay? You are your own being. Make sure, like, I'm not gonna say, oh, I'm on this birth control, and then, like, no, that's weird. Anybody that, yeah, no, that's weird. So, yes, just go to the doctor, go to the dermatologist, watch if you have sensitive skin, just watch the products you use, and that's what I've been doing, and my face has been doing pretty decent. And honestly, you guys, I don't really pay attention to it. I don't focus on my acne as much as I used to. I don't see it necessarily anymore. So the more I ignore it, it's almost like, whoa, it's not even there. And then when I start focusing on it, things happen. Okay, so Jack the Beagle says biggest pet peeve. He has a couple. So biggest pet peeve is when I can hear people chewing, crunching their food, and like swallowing. I can't do that. Lying. Oh, God, that's worse than bugs under your skin. Fake love. That's kind of a big pet peeve of mine, too. What do you think about the Mandela effect? I take it into consideration to an extent. I mean, there's a lot of them that I'm like, whoa, what the hell? Like, Funyuns, for example. There's a couple out there. Funyuns is one that really always, I'm like, wait, that's not how you spell that crap. There's a lot of other foods out there that are like that, you know, certain sayings. But it's just weird, and I don't understand it. I don't know. I haven't really looked into it that much, but I have taken it into consideration, and I do watch tons of videos, like, about not necessarily the history behind it and what it is and how it's happening, but about the proof there is. So, oh, look at this used to be this, not that. I haven't looked into anything scientific or, you know, theoretical, but I have heard that it's just people who have bad memory, and groups of people just don't remember it and think it might have been this, but it's not, and they're told like it's wrong, so they think it's wrong. Yeah, I don't know. What is your favorite quality about you? I think it's my way of thinking. I don't know, I just like the way I can like, I don't know how to explain it at all, but I like how after my accident I've almost lost my ability to like concentrate, and so it's harder for me to like focus on like negative things, if that makes sense. And I'm like way more interested in like learning, even though I have a really hard time retaining and remembering what I'm learning. I still like, you know, the excitement of reading something and it's like new, if that makes sense. And I don't like, and I like the fact that I don't just sit and like dwindle on the past. Like, it's really hard for me to even remember a lot of stuff that's happened in my past. So in a way, like a disadvantage that happened to me, I'm like kind of using it as like just a coping mechanism, and I'm just like in a healing process. Maybe I'm just in like a learning process. I'm just in this mode where I'm able to just sit and chill, not care about any type of media, like social media, television, what's happening out there, what's even like, not necessarily what's happening out there, but I mean what's happening out there, like meaning Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, the games, the, you know, actresses, who's dating who, like what is happening with what. Don't get me wrong, I love music and I love listening to music, and like I love still catching up with some of it. Like I watch YouTube, I'm on YouTube watching stuff, but I just love how I'm just like kind of like sitting back like, oh my god, that's really happening out there and you guys are obsessing about that, like type stuff. I don't know, I almost like not being a part of this big knowing what the heck is going on. Like, I have no idea what's trending. I have no idea who's, you know, eating what, drinking what, wearing what, really, unless it has to do with YouTube, again, like I'm saying. But I don't know, it's really hard to explain. I'm sorry if I'm horrible at explaining things. What is your New Year's resolution? My New Year's resolution is to leave everything that I'm telling myself I'm leaving in 2016, meaning getting my focus off of that and putting it elsewhere. That's my New Year's resolution, is to just keep my mind following my excitement, following the things that make me excited, you know, just doing what I feel like I'm supposed to be doing, if that makes sense, and not, you know, I don't know, putting myself in situations where I would second guess, stuff like that, you know, just stupid things like that. Would you ever meet your subscribers if given the opportunity? Yeah, but I feel like nobody would like really want to like meet me, and I know that's, I don't know, I do. I feel like I'd be like so weird, because I am weird, so I feel like being in front of that, like I don't know how many people like actually would want to meet me, so I feel like if I showed up, I'd have like one person or two people that I like knew from the very beginning, like the two first people that commented on my YouTube videos, and I'd be like, oh my god, what's up, like what do we do now? Like, no, I'm just kidding. But what I want to do is like, whenever I do have an opportunity to like meet people, like, I don't know, I don't even know how that stuff works. I don't even know how these people do meet and greets. Like, who do you call? Like, hey, I want to meet up 400,000 people. Or not, like, you know, I have 400,000 subscribers, and like some of them want to meet me. I don't know how many, but like, can I like come and hang out at the, like, what? No, yeah, it's just, I don't know. And then it's, I just, yeah, if it ever did happen, I would want it to be an experience, not just like, I don't know how to explain it. But Alicia says, who inspires you? I think I answered this one already, but my mother. Okay. Amara said, maybe I'm just oblivious and I know it doesn't really matter, but I'm just curious, what's the meaning behind the name of this video? I think I titled the video like 47% complete or something or other. My video titles are so impulsive that it like would make you want to throw up. I'm just kidding. I don't know why. But no, seriously, I just like, my brain processes things and I just say what it tells me to say. So if something weird pops out of the processor, I just, you know, I click and press upload. I know, I'm sorry, but I'm so serious. And like in my head, I was like, well, I'm not 100% complete at the freak all. I'm not even 50% complete. So you know what, like why not, whatever percentage I put, I was like, why not be that much complete? Of course, certain videos are going to attract a certain titles are going to attract a certain audience, a certain number of audience, certain, like, you know, type of audience, just certain everything. And so sometimes I'm, you know, goofy about it and don't care. Sometimes if it's a video, I don't know, like I don't know. Most of the time, you guys, I know if my subscribers want to watch my videos, they're going to watch my videos. If they like see my notification, it's not really going to matter what I title it. And like, I'm not really out there for getting as many views as I can or many, like, you know, people watching my videos. I just want the people who want to watch my videos watching my videos. So, you know, I kind of like try to avoid, you know, yeah, things like that. So Renee said, how did you injure both of your knees? I explained. Break your pelvis. Oh, I was hit by somebody who wasn't paying attention to the road. They were, yeah, ran a red light and I was just driving, cruising, chilling, and they like harshed my mellow. Yeah. I'm sorry you're in pain. It's okay. I pray for a speedy recovery and that he bears your anxiety at the time of need. I am perfectly capable of handling my own emotions, but I thank you so much for praying for a speedy recovery because I seriously need it. So Yasmin Loves said, just a random question, what's your ethnicity? You say some Spanish words here and there and your hair seems Latin. Well, I have no idea what is on the top of my head and growing out of like my pores. But it's pretty cool. I don't mind it, you know. I used to not like it and I used to straighten it all the time. And then I'm not kidding you guys, like when I got into my little, you know, accident fender bender, we can call it, I like, I don't know, I don't know, something snapped, and I just fell out of my old habits, and I started embracing my curls that my mom gave me, and I love them. I love them. Sorry. And so yeah, but my ethnicity, I don't know exactly what my mom is, okay? But she had red hair and freckles. So red hair is screaming Irish to me. It's screaming like, I know that we have an English background, you know, yes. So I am Irish and Mexican. My father's Mexican. You. Okay. Mermaid said, well, it's like Mermaid 000. What would be your advice to people suffering from depression or are at a low point in their life? What I would suggest is spend some alone time, like spend some time just like by yourself and, you know, hanging out, not paying attention to the outside world. What's ever happening on the outside is a reflection of like what's happening on the inside. That's just what I believe. It may not be how it is, you know, it may not be how you think or, you know, anything, but that's just what I believe. So if you stop worrying about what you're looking at on the outside and you just think to yourself, whoa, I'm really sad and upset and I don't know why, figure out why. It's you. It's your body. It's your emotions. It's your brain. Your brain's not controlling you. You know, it's not how it's supposed to be. Take control of yourself. And it's hard. It's hard. I'm not saying I'm the happiest soul walking, and I'm not saying that I'm the most depressed person there is. All I'm saying is what I have found worked for me is when I stopped dwelling on the negative things happening and just thinking about that all the time and focusing on things maybe what makes a human depressed? How does a brain get depressed? What chemicals are literally being released? What causes these chemicals to be released? Why does this, you know, why is that? Why is this? I just start researching, start getting books, start reading on just interesting things. Or if you're depressed because you feel like you're like lost or have nothing to believe in or, you know, nothing's there for you, find and just read until you find something that is there for you, or you find something that sounds like it really suits you, if that makes sense. And I just realized that this video is like really, really, really long. So I'm going to like just stop and be quiet and yeah, make maybe another part of this or 18 parts. But yeah, thank you everybody who asked me questions. Now I feel bad because this is so long. I don't know how I'm going to edit it down. Like now I have to speed up my ending because yeah, but maybe in 2017 I can figure out how to, you know. No, I'm not going to, because a lot of people are like, I love your long videos and I love your talking videos. So you know what? Yeah, it is what it is. But I hope you have an amazing end of this year, beginning of the new one. Make this next one everything that you want it to be. Just be as positive, okay? Read, that's my biggest thing. If you can't trust the people around you, trust your books. They're not going to lie to you. They will tell you the truth, even if you don't want to hear it. They'll tell you things that maybe, you know, you don't agree with. But at the end of the day, you're like learning new things and you're not just like sitting there like, you know, just flatlining almost. Okay? Yeah.